Hello and welcome back to GreedFall. This is Jewel Smith. Let's pick up where we left off yesterday. Alright, yesterday we talked to my cousin, Constantine, and spoke with him about some ancient ruins and about the two warring factions on the island. Well, two of the warring factions. There's actually a third if you count the Tyrfridians themselves, who are being exploited and converted and treated very badly. And so they've had to defend themselves from these two factions that are at war with each other. And we're pursuing Kurt's side quest amongst the ghosts. We've gone out here to a secret training camp where they're training elite troops in order to fight the natives. But they seem to be, for it being a secret and for me having a native with me, having Ciora with me, they were pretty forthcoming with information. Hello, Silver Fox. Welcome back. I apologize for yesterday. I was just not in a very good mood. I spent the rest of the evening just curled up on the couch watching television, and I went to bed early. We'll start over again today. Let's see if we can get a little bit further. Alright, we need to question the recruits. We've talked to a couple of captains, or a couple of people who are doing some training. But now we need to go and talk to the recruits themselves. And they don't seem to mind that I'm just wandering around interrogating everyone. So how do we get down to the recruits? But maybe that's because I am a diplomat and wealthy noble. Well, how in the world am I supposed to get in there to question the recruits? Oh, it looks like I can get in here? Oh, there's a ramp. Okay. Am I gonna have to fight them? They're in here training. Alright, let's start with this guy.
Soldier.
Wilhelm?
Captain. At ease, soldier.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, my lady.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it. You're very united in this squadron. At least that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Raynor sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Raynor. And we're lucky to have the Lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up,
Spectre
Wilhelm.
Squadron.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear.
What others? We haven't
But
talked
won't
to any
divulge
others.
anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Do you mean the other trainers that we spoke with? Or do you mean the other recruits? Because we haven't talked to any other recruits yet, Kurt.
Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, madam. I'm listening.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
This sounds very, very strange and mysterious.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, madam. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No. Of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Excellence. Captain.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
You can't hide the lies.
Okay. So now who do we talk to? Some recruits over here. It looks like they must have done some motion capture on this game. You think? They must have. I mean, not a lot, but... But I guess that's the way of games now.
Yes, Captain.
At ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
Hey, Barbarian King, welcome to the chat room. How are you doing today?
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
Well, it's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadron's captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
It's starting to sound a bit like a cult.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Raynor.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Raynor left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, madam. Captain.
Lieutenants, report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go! Are you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
Oh, okay. Adjust my mic a little bit. Do I sound all right? I guess Kurt just took them away. Okay. Now we can try to talk to them without their instructors. That was easy peasy. Let's talk to this guy.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry, Captain Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well. What would you like to know?
What's really going on here? We know that Raina didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite.
Okay.
Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join.
Right.
This is an immense honor. An extraordinary chance.
Right.
That's what we're told every day. But in reality, it's just hell.
For what purpose, though?
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
And they call us barbarians. We could never put our own children through this.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
Huh, I wonder why they're training assassins out here.
As for Raina, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in and strike. If you're looking to punish Raina's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise I'll soon be as dead as Raina.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Oh, I hope not.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain,
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Pretend to leave the camp. Okay. I guess we'll just walk this way then. Do 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 do. Why are we pretending to leave the camp? I guess we're gonna sneak back inside. Dun 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 dun. But I don't know if there's a way to sneak back in. Maybe we're gonna follow them on one of their night patrols or
Kurt,
something.
Wilhelm has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They are humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Raina wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. That recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You know about this kind of training.
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
you're full of anger, Sengots. Take a deep breath and think. Then tell us your plan.
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Oh, thank you, Barbarian King says sound fine. Alright, good. She just called him Sengots, but it was in that language of Tier for D. I don't know what that means. I wish I did. I mean, sometimes they call me, I think they call me Kara something. It means like friend. But who knows? I mean, because he was kind of flirting with her earlier. He was calling her pretty flower or something like that. They seem to be developing quite the relationship. It's kind of weird that they're both romanceable characters, but they seem to be kind of romancing each other if you run around with both of them together. Alright, so what are we doing here? Are we sneaking? Find out what's hidden in the basement. Oh, are they cannibals? I'm having Fallout 3 and Dale flashbacks. Are they going to be cannibals? Ah, jeez. Alright. Let's look at the map. Not that map. This map. Alright, here we go. Oh. They don't have anyone on guard duty? How did we get back in? They had guards posted. Really? There's no guard patrols out here? This place for being a secret base. Oh, they have tents over there. I wonder if there's a way in back here. Nope. Can't get in this way. Looks like we can't get in at all back over here.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
That's what I was
Maybe they're
just
in the
saying.
combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training.
It is weird that there's nobody here. Feels like an ambush. As McCready would say, it's quiet. Too quiet.
It's blocked.
It's blocked. Okay. So we have to go in through the building.
Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
Okay. There's something in here, though. Let's investigate. Night training order. All recruits who receive this note are summoned to Soldier Wilhelm's night training. Oh no, they're gonna beat up Wilhelm. This training is not optional. You are expected at 10 p.m. on the forest trail north of the camp. Should a recruit not attend this training, they will be the subject of the next training. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well, let's assume that this is the office here. Nope, this doesn't look like an office. This looks like a mess hall. And a kitchen? Where the heck would the keys be? Maybe upstairs. Come on, you guys. Let's go upstairs. This looks like a barracks room. I don't see anything in here to interact with. Is this the office? Yep, looks like there's some stuff here. Key of the torture chamber. Oh, God. Alright. Letter from the commander, Captain Rolfe. Congratulations for the work you have done. You have perfectly fulfilled your mission so far, and several of your ghost recruits have already accessed positions close to the governors as planned. Major Herman has informed me that you have suffered some casualties, but nothing susceptible of changing our plans. What? Continue on this path and we should be ready to act shortly. Your ghost recruits have accessed positions close to the governors. What? Maybe they are assassins. But governors plural makes it sound like... I wonder if someone in my faction, unbeknownst to me, is training assassins to take out the governors in the two cities? I mean, I'm not sure, because I think the Coin Guard are mercenaries, so they do work for any faction that pays them. So this could be... I mean, I don't really suspect the Naughts, because I don't think the Naughts have any invested interest in taking out more than one governor. So it could be someone from my faction, could be someone from the Bridge Alliance, or it could be someone from the Teleme trying to take out the other two factions on the island and control the island. Wow, that's pretty major. This game, man, the story is just so complex. Yeah, Barbarian King says planning a coup. There you go. Right. Oh, right. It could be that they're trying to take over one of the factions. One or more of the factions. Right.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
They have a lot of Germanic sounding names in this faction, the Coin Guard. Are they supposed to be loosely based on some kind of German mercenaries or something? I don't know. I don't know enough about the 17th or 18th centuries. Letter from Major Herman, Captain Rolfe. Your recruits have arrived in San Mateus and perfectly fulfill our expectations. I would not have expected anything less from one of my best students. I made sure that the commander knew what a good job you did in your ghost camp. I have no doubt that he will know how to reward you. If the recruits we sent to the other cities are just as efficient, you too will be major soon. Yeah, this definitely sounds like a military coup. Someone's trying to take over the whole island. Maybe they're going to try to take out all three factions and control the whole island. Alright, well, we got keys to the quote-unquote torture chamber. That's kind of disappointing, because they really should have called them basement keys, since that's what we were looking for, was the key to the basement. Which also looks like it's right here, but I guess I've already picked one up. They should have called it basement key, because then the surprise would be when we get down there and discover that it's actually a torture room. But calling it the torture room key gives it away ahead of time. Uh-oh. here we go. What's in here? Anything of interest? Alright, let's go through the door. I don't know why I'm still crouching, but you know, what the heck.
This room. What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
These people have turned this place into a site of suffering. It will take years of work to erase its traces.
Oh, what's this? Formation report. Captain, we have trained the new recruits as instructed. However, some of them seem to have a hard time with the lack of sleep. So they were sent to the black room to be toughened up. We suffered a casualty, but the experience was very successful, and even though they came out slightly weakened, they were much more cooperative afterwards.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Rayner shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
We gotta save
That
Wilhelm!
helped us, isn't it? They will probably kill him for it.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself.
Oh, Kurt. God dang it. I don't want to like him. I'm shipping him and Siora, but I really like him. Ugh. Alright, here we go.
I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You're full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Oh, dang. Alright, so what do we need to do here? I guess we want to try to sneak past them. Oh, I guess I've already saved. We want to try to sneak past them. Avoid casualties amongst the recruits. Yes. And what's out here? Save recruit Wilhelm from his nightly punishment. Alright, let's go that way then. Where are we supposed to go to do that?
It's blocked.
Okay, this must be the way we come out after arresting Captain Rolf. But we gotta go save Wilhelm first. We gotta rescue the sweet prince. I know he's not a prince, but you know. It's like a princess rescue mission. Ah, this was the blocked door we couldn't get through before. This way. Alright, let's do a save.
Despite what Wilhelm told me, I wasn't expecting this. He's getting destroyed.
They'll kill him. We can't let them get away with it.
Well, let's get down there. How do we get down there? Oh, let's go.
Stop! We won't let you kill this boy like you killed Raina.
Soldiers! Do you realize what you're doing?
Captain? But...
You shouldn't be here. This time, you won't get away with it. Toms!
Oh, dang. Intuition, discuss the letter. Yes, I have intuition. It's in green. Let's do it. Because I could try risking charisma, 75%, but I want to use intuition. Let's try it.
Do you know what happens to those who die in this regiment?
Successful.
Their bodies are thrown out like those of rabid animals. If you die here, you'll die without glory. Nobody will ever know what happened to you. I doubt that's what they promised you when you joined the Guard.
No. No, of course not.
A good soldier doesn't fight for glory. He fights to be the best.
Really? Then the Guard really has changed. Did you recruits leave your families to end up lynched and thrown into a ditch?
No. You're right, Captain. We never should have ended up here.
Traitors. Cowards. Deserters.
Oh, dang.
Will you be all right?
I'm wounded, but I'll survive. Thanks to you. I'm eternally
Yay,
grateful.
we rescued
Come,
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm. We'll help you get home. We owe you that at least.
I'm counting on you to bring him back to the camp in one piece.
Yes, Captain.
Well then, let's go. We can't let that vermin Rolf escape us.
Rock on. +1 reputation with Kurt. Alright. Can we speak to Kurt yet? Oh, who do we kill? Is this? Come on, come on. Loot, loot, loot. Gold coins. Alright. I think that was the captain lady. Well, I guess we won't be giving her a promotion now like we had promised her. Anything else going on here? No, it looks like we can head this way. Oh, we can go up this way and leave, maybe? This is a way out of the area.
Let's hope that Rolf didn't hear the sounds of combat. Surprise is our best ally.
You're
Okay,
right.
okay.
Let's try to approach discreetly.
Alright, let's go back this way. Come on. And by discreetly, you mean sneaky? Oh hey, still falling. How you doing? Yeah, no kidding. Had enough cooing to last the rest of my life. Thanks. Right. Yeah, no, Barbarian King was just saying that in the game, it sounds like they're planning a coup. The Coin Guard. Someone seems to be... I thought the Coin Guard were mercenaries. So I'm assuming someone is paying them to overthrow the governors, take over the cities on the island. The plot thickens. Barbarian King is saying, is this game on Steam? I think it is. Oh, thank you, Silver Fox is nice. Barbarian says, nicely done. Oh, thanks. I think it is. Let me look. I got it for free on PlayStation. It was a PlayStation Plus free game for the month of January 2021. But yes, it is on Steam. I'm looking at it right now. It's $49.99 though. I mean, it's still full price. It's been out since 2019. But, you know, it might go on sale sometimes. If you want to wait for it to go on sale. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know getting into it what it would be like to play. So before knowing much about it, I didn't think it was worth the $50 price tag. Because I'm just the kind of person, like, I always, I'll wait for a game to go on sale or be free or whatever, I'm loath to pay full price for anything, but but I do think it's worth it. This is a much bigger, more complex game than I thought it was going to be. I'm enjoying it, but it is for a particular. I could understand why some people wouldn't enjoy it. Some people have told me they tried playing it and couldn't get into it, and I totally understand that. It's very different. It's very unusual, and it's not perfect. It does have its little weird quirks, like when we picked up the key and we didn't know what was going on in the basement, because that was kind of part of the story. It was like, oh, what are we going to find in the basement? But then we got the key, and the key said, the key to the torture room, and it's like, oh, well, that spoils that surprise. I mean, there's some little things in the game like that are kind of like, oh, okay, come on, guys. This could have been better. But overall, I'm really impressed by the complexity of the story. But I don't know. I'll get back to you when I've finished it, because, you never know. The payoff could end up really sucking. I want to wait and see if all of this build-up and all of these complex threads are actually leading up to a really good ending. Maybe they're not. I mean, who knows? Game of Thrones, right? You never know what's going to end up coming out by the end of the game. So far, though, I'm really enjoying it. Oh, nice. Silver Fox is saying it's only £20 in some stores in the UK, but on PlayStation it's full price. Right, you might be able to buy it in a game store or something, or get a used copy or something like that. Right, Barbarian Kingston. I like it, but a bit steep. Might wait and see if it goes down first. Or look on Amazon, right? Yeah, I would totally think it would be worth picking up on sale. It's kind of weird that it's still full price at this point after being out for a year and a half. I don't know. Maybe they'll drop the price when it's been out for a couple of years. Or if they do a sequel or something, they'll drop the price on this one. I mean, heck, I only paid $15 for Witcher 3 and all the DLC with it when it was on sale, about a year ago. But it had been out for 5 years or something at that point. I don't remember how long I don't remember exactly when it came out. So yeah, the price may drop at some point, but yeah, I just happened to pick it up for free. So I'm playing it. Yeah, Still Falling says, I see. I don't know the game. It looks great. It looks like your cup of tea. Yeah, I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I mean, it's in third person, which I kind of don't like. But it's alright. It's alright. I can see why it's in third person, because part of the game is having fantastic clothing. Having awesome, frilly, swirling, swooshing capes and feathers on your hat and, whatever. So, being able to see yourself is kind of part of the fun, I think. But it's nice. It is very different, and I won't get into the complexities of it because it is very complex. But it's a little bit similar in some ways to Witcher 3. It's a little bit similar in some ways to Outer Worlds. It's a little bit similar-ish to Skyrim. It's an open world. There's lots of side quests. But it's got a really good story, though. I mean, it seems like it's building a very solid story. Because there's very little combat. A lot of the game revolves around diplomacy and finding alternative methods to completing the quests and stuff other than just brute force. I mean, you can go out into the wilds and fight monsters and stuff like Horizon Zero Dawn or something like that, but following the main story, there's occasional combat, like we just fought somebody. But, I probably talked my way out of having to fight the whole group of them. We were trying to avoid killing any recruits. So I used my skills to avoid having to have combat with everyone. And that's kind of what this game is about. It's a lot about charisma and diplomacy and stealth and things like that. You don't necessarily do a lot of fighting. There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of conversations. Alright. Now we're trying to avoid killing anybody, but we got to get in here and get a hold of Captain Rolf. Avoid casualties amongst the recruits. Alright. So how are we going to do that? Where are we trying to go? Looks like we need to get around over here. Looks like there's a road here. Looks like we might have to go around this way. Gotta make a loop around, maybe? Right, yeah, Barbarian King is dressed like a musketeer. What could possibly go wrong? Still Falling says, so no power armor, huh? No, there's not, but you can have a tank build. Kurt himself, one of my companions, is a tank. If you choose to... there are all these perks up here where you can do two-handed weapons and heavy armor and stuff like that. I'm not. I'm playing as what they call technical, which is not really like a rogue. They've got kind of a magic user class and a warrior class, and then this thing called technical. But technical is more like firearms, alchemy, grenades, bombs. Any character can do stealth. It's just a mechanic of the game. It's not something that you have to invest points in. Any character can do lockpicking if you want to. It's really kind of a multi-class, nuanced thing. I mean, you can do this kind of combo class thing, which I'm sort of doing because I have some sword perks over here. Or you can do like a technical magic crossover here, or you can do a battle mage, battle and magic crossover here. There's lots of different ways to do a character build in this game. It's really cool. Alright, so we want to go around, what did I say, around to my right. Alright, we don't want to try to go past this guy. We want to try to sneak past this guy. But how? How in the world are we going to sneak past them? Is he really just not going to see me? I guess not. Alright, let's duck in here. Whack whack. Doesn't look like we can go anywhere from here. Oh, yeah, we're out of this guy's line of sight now. Oh. Oh, shoot. How are we going to get past these guys? I'm so tense. Oh, shit. Alright, it looks like there's a climbing wall over here. They won't notice my companions.
Nobody saw us. All we have to do is ambush them in the pit.
Is that Bush talking to me? I know it's Kurt. Yep. Nobody saw my big glowing light on my hip. And my blue cape swishing. All we gotta do is ambush him in the pit, huh? Alright. Oh, Silver Fox is saying on Amazon it's $20.99 UK price. Yeah, so there you go. Sounds like it's like half price if you get it on Amazon. I don't know about in the US. Let me look. I'm on my laptop right now. Sometimes they do sales in different countries. Yeah, it looks like GreedFall for PlayStation 4 is $41. GreedFall for PC is still $50 in the US. Wow. You can't even get it used for less than $46 over here. Alright, I guess we're hopping down here.
Rolf, you bastard, how could you be part of this disgrace?
You know that this is how the best soldiers are made. Soldiers, grab your weapons! Death to the traitors!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors!
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We're doing our best to avoid a fight, to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey.
Enough! To arms! Attack!
Oh dang, I get some choices. I don't have high enough intuition to make them understand the situation. Mention saving Wilhelm, attack, promise clemency if they surrender. I have a 50-50 chance of convincing them by mentioning Rainer. I'm going to mention that we saved Wilhelm. I'm going to go with that one.
It was nearly Wilhelm's turn tonight. It could have been any of you.
Lies! Only the weak fall. So we must prove that we aren't among them.
Nonsense. I've seen more combat than any of you, and I've seen hundreds of soldiers die. Weak or not. I've seen this kind of camp before, full of torture and sadistic officers. I thought it was a thing of the past, but I was wrong. So help me make sure this camp really is the last of them.
You're right, Captain. If we don't put down our weapons, this will never end.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You've trained cowards.
Their training wasn't finished, Captain, and the speeches were so convincing.
Silence! Where is this second squadron? Should have been here a long time ago.
They're not coming, Rolf.
They surrendered too. It would appear that your training methods aren't very effective.
Now that you no longer have lackeys to send after us, Rolf, you'll have to get your own hands dirty.
Ooh, boss fight, boss fight. Come on, come on.
Shutting that big mouth of yours up for so long.
Nice. All right, well, took care of that. see what they dropped. Ooh, worn steel gauntlets. You want some worn steel gauntlets, Kurt? They're purple. Key to the ghost camp basement. This key opens the basement door of the ghost camp barracks. I thought we already went into the basement. And found the torture room.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Are we going to talk about what just happened? I guess not yet. We're not done with the quest yet.
I must leave you.
You can usually talk to them at the end of a quest. Alright, so there's still something going on here. What do we need to do? Among the ghosts. Hello? Maybe we just need to leave here. This is where they were standing, so let's go this way. Ah, here we go.
Will you be all right, Kurt?
We climbed
Yes.
up into the cutscene.
Yes, I'll be fine. I'm just glad to know that this camp won't kill anyone else.
What about you, Wilhelm?
Thank you for saving my life. Without you...
I hope you can forget all about this. This is not what the Guard is about.
I don't know if you'll be able to forgive us, Wilhelm.
I've been in your shoes on other nights. You didn't have the choice.
While we wait for this camp to close for good, you'll be under Wilhelm's command.
Ooh,
You'll soon
field
receive
promotion.
your transfer orders.
At your orders, Captain.
Glad it's you, Wilhelm.
You'll stay here for now. I'll send men I trust to come get you soon.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene. I need to tell her what was going on here.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? Never. She's old school. She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the Guard was headed. He would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the Guard. I should have listened to her.
There's no use brooding over the past. Let's go. We'll go see her immediately.
Oh, dang. We're just being sent straight there. Well, that's this game does that sometimes. When you're in the middle of a quest, you don't have to bother traveling all the way back. It just takes you immediately back to whoever you need to talk to finish up the quest. I like it. I like it. But man, yeah, it is very much a story-based game. It's very heavily into its story. Which, you know, sometimes I don't really like, but, you know, when it's done well.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp. Where elite soldiers are trained. Through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one. It is designed to create a regiment of assassins.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it. Even encouraged it.
I told you that the commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the ideals of the Guard. And that we would pay the price for it.
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating. That he had his reasons.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder. And reveal the commander's project to the governor of the congregation.
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know. I feel so stupid for not having understood Torsten's scheme until now.
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are sometimes hard to reconcile. But Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him pay for it.
Believe me, he won't get away with it. Goodbye, Sieglinder.
Goodbye, Kurt. My men and I stand with you.
Ooh, Kurt, reputation +3. Kurt is now friendly. And I have leveled up to level 15. Shazam. Well, now I should be able to speak to Kurt.
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Let's talk about your relationship with Captain Rolf.
Rolf appeared to know you well. What was he to you? A friend? A rival?
A little bit of both. I wouldn't have willingly chosen him to be my comrade. And yet he was. And He was always picking at me to make sure that he was the best, the strongest, and the most appreciated. I suppose we all have someone like this in our past. Did you not experience that with Constantine?
Tell him that the two cannot be compared. Tell him about the little pest who was your rival at the court. Tell him about a childhood memory with Constantine. Oh, well, I think I should tell him. Gosh, it's so hard to know in these conversation options. I'm not gonna I'm gonna tell him a childhood memory with Constantine.
Constantine was never easygoing, but we were friends more often than we were rivals. I know he could be awful towards other children, but he always had a liking for me.
You were, and I think you still are, his only friend. The court has not been kind to him.
It's true. Did you know that his father told him one day that he would never climb up the ladder if he did not start behaving in a noble way? Constantine took it a bit too literally and decided to climb up the city walls.
Yes, I wasn't with you then, but I was told about it. That was the first time you saved his life. You were very brave that day. And if memory serves, thanks to you, he wasn't even punished. You really are the friend everyone dreams of having.
Aww.
Anything else?
That's sweet. Ooh, Kurt reputation +2. Let's talk about your relationship with Sieglinde.
Sieglinde appears to know you well, and to have a lot of respect for you.
We fought together. That brings people closer, you know that. But I can assure you that's all there is to it. Actually, up until now, I've fought by your side more often than I have hers.
Ooh. Ask him if he thinks he knows you. Tell him he still manages to surprise you. You do, Kurt.
Yet you still manage to surprise me.
I certainly hope so. Just as you surprise me often. Finding pleasure in discovering new aspects of one another's personality is half the fun of a relationship, isn't it?
Do we have a relationship, Kurt? Do we have a relationship? Did he just say we had a thing? You, me, you? I thought you liked Sierra over there. Alright, I guess we're done having the conversation. The post-side quest Kurt conversation.
I must leave you.
And so here we are in the training grounds. Ah, dang. And the only way out is to go through all this mess. Alright. Here we go. Through the castle where everyone pops in. Any chests I can loot in here? No. This is the coin guard bear. Oh, there's old Manfred. Remember him? Piece of shit.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Nothing, Manfred.
No, thank you.
We had to talk to him several times earlier in the game. He seemed to be at the heart of several quests. Alright, level 15. What did I get for being level 15? Let's see. It looks like I got a skill point. And that's it. Alright. Still falling. It says, Sigil, you've just got great charisma. You can't help it. I guess. Barbarian King is saying, is he assuming you're his gal? I don't know. I mean, there is romance in this game. Kind of limited romance options. I mean, you can romance a few of your companions, depending on whether you're playing as male or female. If you're playing as male, you can romance Siora and the lady that we haven't picked up yet, who is with the Bridge Alliance faction. And you can also romance Vasco. Apparently Vasco is bisexual, because if you're playing as a woman, you can also romance Vasco, and you can romance Kurt, and you can romance which one? I think it's Sierra. I think Sierra is also bisexual. But that's it. Those are your options. That's it in the whole game. And in order to romance anyone, it's just like in Fallout 4, you have to, like, you know, do all of their little side quests and gain, you know, positive reputation with them and move up through the relationship levels. So, like, right now I'm on friendly terms with Vasco and with Kurt. I'm on nice terms with Sierra. Petrus is the other follower that I have, but he's not romanceable at all. And it looks like I'm friendly with the natives. Why are the Knots still suspicious of me? I don't know how to get them to be friendly with me. So yeah, if I wanted to, if I went back to my house right now, I could ask Vasco to go upstairs to the bedroom and, you know, bow chicky wow wow. Or I could ask Kurt to go upstairs with me. I couldn't ask Sierra yet, though. I would have to do another of her quests to get her to like me a little bit more. But I think, from what I've read, once you've romanced one of them, that's it. You don't get a chance to romance the others. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm not really gonna. I mean, I'm not worried about that right now. There's a lot of other stuff going on, so I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, it did sound like he was being pretty flirty with me. Well, when I finished up the last quest with Vasco, where he was very friendly with me and we had a conversation, he was a bit flirty as well, because he was like, oh, I hope you'll come sailing with me again on my ship, and I can't imagine sailing off without you, and blah blah blah. You know, he had some like kinda romantic dialogue to say to me too. So, you know, it's kind of like Fallout 4 that way. You know, you get to that point and you can then decide, are we going to be just really good friends, or are we going to be romantically involved? Let's see. Are we going to experience the awkward cutscene together? Okay. What is this? What did I get? Oh, I still got plenty of ammo. Key to the ghost camp basement. I don't really need that now, do I? Oh, I've got some junk to sell. Right, okay, so 1 skill point. I can spend it or I can save it until I've got, because the bigger circles cost 2 skill points. The widow circles cost only 1. I've already got that one. What's this one? Not that I even bother. I mean, I usually just use my pistol so far. I haven't done a lot of poison or grenade launching or anything, so it kind of feels like I'm wasting all of these, but I'm hoping they'll be important later. I could do this one, increase fury by hitting your enemies from behind. If I wanted to, I could save up the points and unlock this shadow burst. I'm not sure I want to start doing magic though. Alright, let's go with this one. Why the heck not? And what's this one? Alright, strong kick. Yeah, I don't really use my kick much either. Yeah. There's all kinds of things to do in combat. I mean, there's, you know, lobbing grenades, setting traps, using your gun. If you have magic, you can do magic. There's healing. There's all kinds of weapons. There's, you know, kicking. There's dodging. There's parrying and all of that. But just so far in the game, I really haven't needed to use any of it much. But then there are some bosses in the game that I have avoided fighting. I've had to fight a couple. And yeah, then I end up, you know, I do end up using the traps and things like that. But yeah, I gotta remember that I can use all this other stuff. And I only recently figured out that I can do stealth kills too, so that's helpful. If I can stealth into a group of people or a group of animals and kill a few of them before the rest get alerted. That's helpful as well. So lots of different ways to approach things in this game. Where are we at with the quests? Let's see. Okay, we have finished Kurt's side quest. I could go fight in the arena. Champion of the arena, win the first challenge. I don't know what that will get me. Exploration and cartography, I don't care. Ah, right. Petrus had a quest that he wants to pursue. The vices of the Mother Cardinal. He wants to find out some dirt on the lady who runs the Ptolemy faction, which is his faction. I don't know why he's interested in getting dirt on her. So let's do that. Let's do this one. Which means running back to my house. And getting Petrus. We are in the city of New Serene, which is controlled by the Merchant Congregation, which is my faction. That's the emblem on the back of my cloak.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you. Oh, it's a great pleasure to...
We'll sell him that junk. Ah, right. We have the worn steel gauntlets.
The best forge in Tier 3D. Blades,
let's take a
armor,
look.
Locks, custom pieces made to order.
I can't use them because they require an endurance of 2. That might mean that Kurt can't use them either. Oh, no, he can. Kurt, you have an endurance of 2 now? Maybe he always has. Alright. He would lose 2% poison resistance. I think that's okay. That's worth losing. No biggie. He would gain 10 armor and 16 balance. Balance is how easily it is to knock you down. That's a factor in combat as well. To stun and knock you over. Sure, let's go for this. Nice. Yeah, see, I don't have an endurance even of 1, so I can't wear the old Serene gloves. But let's talk to the blacksmith.
Oh, it's a great...
Let's see if there's anything he can do to fix up Kurt's fancy new gloves. Ooh, and his warhammer too. Oh, we could upgrade his warhammer maybe. Let's take a look at that. Let's play with your shaft, Kurt. Yeah, it looks like I can do just about anything I want to with his shaft. Oh dear. Let's recycle this. And let's see what we can do. Engraved and studded. Ooh, studded for her pleasure. It adds 40 physical damage. Or there's the enforced wrought steel handle that adds armor damage. Those are 2 different things in combat. You have your health bar and then you have little armor shields. And when you're fighting enemies, you have to like break down their armor before you can get to their health bar. So, if I understand correctly. So it is important to be able to do armor damage as well as physical damage. I usually split the difference when I'm doing upgrades. Like, you know, this one will add armor damage but no physical damage. This one's adding stun but no armor or physical damage. This one's adding physical damage but no armor damage. And then this one's adding fury and physical damage. Okay, those are our choices, huh? Okay. Or you can just see which one you think's the prettiest and go with that one. I kind of like that. Silver Fox is lolling at me. I like that. I like the way it looks. I like that it adds armor damage. Yeah. Armor damage or physical damage with fury generation. That's pretty good looking too. I don't know if I really like the way that looks so much. And this just adds stun, which is probably handy, but he's already got 274% stun, so yeah, let's go for armor damage, because it really sucks. I have a couple of times in this game fought bosses that had a lot of armor, and it just sucks, because you're just chipping away at that armor before you can get down their health, and it's such a pain. Alright, I'm going to go for that. There you go. And let's see what we can do here. Right now, he's got the elegant elongated pommel. This would do even more physical damage. Okay, and we would need refined iron ore for that. Ooh, pure iron ore, yes. Oh, yes please, that's even better. Pure iron ore. Let's see what else we have. Alright, so we need pure iron ore.
Want armor that fits you like a... Oh, it's a great pleasure.
I need some pure iron ore, sir. Thank you.
Want armor that fits you... Oh, it's a great...
Here we go. Yeah. Oh, that looks sweet. Oh, that looks really sweet. Yeah. So we've given him more armor damage and more physical damage by upgrading his great blackened warhammer. Here we go. Rock on. Right. What else have you got, Kurt? These are already upgraded with a vambrace. If I had pure iron ore and 90, if I wanted to spend 97, I could upgrade it even further. Plus the pure iron ore cost. Alright. Well, we're not going to be running around with Kurt right now.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Oh, it's you on old Menawi.
Yeah, hey. No, I'm good. Thank you. That guy keeps trying to sell me stuff. I helped him out earlier in the game, and he just loves me now. Alright, let's go grab Petrus. Do his quest. Alright, so you come back to your house, and all of your companions will be in here waiting for you. There's Vasco, there's Petrus. So, let's change our party. Compose your team. All right. Who am I going to kick to the curb? Well, if I am working with Petrus on a plot to deal with the Teleme, who do I want to take with me? I like having Siora with me when I'm dealing with the native people, because she's, you know, a native person. She's from the island of Tirfredi. And I like having her around for her magic user and healing spells and all of that. But Petrus is also a mage, so I don't know if he does healing spells, but, you know, we do have him. He's kind of like a paladin, kind of, in Dungeons and Dragons. So, you know, things to consider in this game are not just the build of your companions, but how your companions would interact with the quest that you're about to embark upon. Because that is a factor. You do get different dialogue options and have different conversation things that happen in the scenes that you get when you're doing these quests, depending on who's with you. So, if I'm doing this quest with Petrus, we're trying to uncover the secrets of this lady who runs the Teleme faction. The Teleme are trying to forcibly convert the indigenous population, like burning them at the stake and being all, you know, they have an inquisition and all this garbage. So it might be good to take Siora with me just as like a counterpoint to, you know, she can witness what we discover. But it might also be a bad idea to bring her with me because she might get, you know, I don't know, she might get involved in ways that are, you know, that would hamper the situation. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. But if I take Kurt, then I've basically got a tank and a paladin, and I'm kind of the, you know, technical rogue build, so I'm not sure if that works. But Vasco's another technical rogue like me. So having two of us, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. I don't know how much sneaking around we're going to be doing. I don't know if Vasco has an invested interest in this quest either. Oh, decisions. But I don't want to leave Kurt and Siora alone together because I'm terribly jealous. So, okay. I gotta take one of them with me. I can't leave them alone together. Let's take Siora. It'll be funsies. It'll be funsies to see what she has to say about the garbage that we might find out about the Teleme. All right, Petrus.
Have you considered my proposition?
No, it is not to go upstairs.
What was it again, precisely?
I've known the Mother Cardinal for quite some time. She is a formidable woman, gifted and diplomatically skilled. I fear that your cousin might be a little defenseless when dealing with her, and would like to give him a few weapons.
What do you have in mind?
Diplomacy is not only a matter of formal encounters and choreographed etiquette. If we had the means to action more personal leverage, the Mother Cardinal could not manipulate your cousin.
How could we ever find anything of that sort?
Everyone has nasty little secrets, my child. It's our task to discover Cornelia's.
This dude has a very nice voice, though, I gotta say. I mean, it's just like so low and it just purrs. Oh. He's got a nice voice. Yeah, alright, let's do it.
Very well.
The quest.
Discover what the governor would rather keep hidden from the world.
Excellent.
How would you like to go about this?
We must search her apartments in St. Matthias. They'll be guarded, of course. But if we are discreet, that shouldn't be a problem.
This is taking quite a risk. The congregation's reputation could suffer if we're caught, and my cousin's position would be weakened.
I know. But keep in mind that I know the palace extremely well. And if we want to be sure to pass without being noticed, we need only dress ourselves up as servants.
That would improve our chances. Well, let's do it.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, I don't think that Vasco would get away with looking like a servant. In the game mechanics, it won't matter. I think I'm the only one who has to actually wear a disguise. Maybe. But Vasco's face tattoos would totally give him away. Siora could probably pull it off, but she's got all the wild stuff in her hair and whatnot. I don't know if that's appropriate. Alright, let's take Kurt. Let's take Kurt. I'm gonna take Kurt instead of Ciara. If we're trying to sneak into a palace, it seems like I would want someone who's used to being in a palace. Alright. Sorry, Ciara. We're taking Kurt for this mission. Alright, and we need to dress up. Do we have clothing that we could wear? We do have one worker's outfit. I don't know if we have a servant's outfit. Is this the same as a servant's outfit? Well, let's just buy some when we get there. I'll take this with us. What do you think? Yeah, I'll take it with us. I'm not sure if this is what we need, though. I thought I had some other stuff in here. Did I end up selling it? Oh, yeah, I have an old leather cape. Oh, this is sailor faction stuff. Okay. Alright, I think we'll probably have to buy it when we get into town. Wait a minute, what was in there? Oh, right. Kurt needs an endurance of 3 to be able to upgrade to this. Alright. Why did I go out here? We need to go... Sorry, guys. We need to fast travel back to... here. San Mateus. Right. Still Falling says, it's got good voice acting. It does! Yes. Yes. Surprisingly. I mean, I've certainly played games that had horrible voice acting. But yeah, I think it does. I've really enjoyed it so far. And yeah, that is one thing in games, that if the voice acting is bad, it will grate on me. It doesn't matter how great the rest of the game is. If the voice acting is bad, or there's just certain things, like if the sound design in a game is bad, you know, if the sound is just off, that will grate on my nerves. Like Fallout 3. I mean, I love Fallout 3, but my God, the sound of my feet on, you know, when I'm walking around, it just, you can just tell that it's somebody it's a Foley artist somewhere just banging an old boot on a on a board or something. Like, it just sounds awful. And then dog meat, you know, constantly panting, just drives me crazy, you know. Yeah, this game's got really nice sound design. I love that different places I go, it sounds different. Like when you approach a pond of water, you suddenly, well, not suddenly, but you kind of ease into this sound of like frogs croaking and the gentle water and stuff. Like they've done a really, or like you can hear the fire crackling right next to where we're standing. They've done a nice job on the sound design, and the music in the game is very pleasant. And yeah, the voice acting is decent, and I have a lot of respect for whoever it is that did all of the voice acting for the female Desarde, because they could have easily just made this game, you know, you play a male protagonist, that's it. You know, like Witcher 3. You play the character and that's who they are and you play it. or, you know, God of War or whatever. Desarde is this dude. But they give you the option of playing as a woman, which means they had to record all of the dialogue in this immense, complicated story and side quests. All of it they had to record twice. You know, once with a male, once with a female protagonist. And she's done a really great job. And I like that she's not overly emotional. Like, that was a complaint that I kind of had in my oldest daughter, too. In Fallout 4, they had male and female voiced protagonists. And I love the female voiced protagonist in Fallout 4, don't get me wrong. But there's a few times where the way she delivers the dialogue is a little bit, like, oddly strained or something. Like, it's a little too campy or something. A little too melodramatic. At times, certain lines are kind of off. Like, they're just tonally kind of off. And my daughter didn't like it because she said, you know what? It's just like, if you listen to, like, if you watch the same scene with the male protagonist and then watch that scene with the female protagonist, they sound completely different. Like, he sounds decisive and determined, and then she sounds like she's just so upset. And it's like, why did they have to have that sort of stereotyped reactions, you know? So, like, I like that the Desarde character in this game is, she's, you know, she is who she is. She's a diplomat, she's very confident, she's very skilled at charisma and speaking, and she's not easily rattled. You know, she's experiencing all of these things, and she's discovering all of these secrets, and there's all of this horrible stuff that she has to deal with, but, you know, she just freaking deals with it, you know? And she's not like an over-the-top, you know, strong woman stereotype character. She's just, you know, she's delivering the same lines that the male character would deliver, I assume. And, you know, she's just very determined and unflappable and stuff. And I like it. I like that she is just this, you know, she just rolls with everything and deals with it. She's a great heroine character, in my opinion. I mean, I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Still Falling says that's a first-rate dog meat impersonation, by the way. right in Fallout 3. It's because I hear it constantly. I hear it while I'm playing, and then I hear it while I'm editing the videos for YouTube. Just never ending. I want to find whoever decided to put that in the game and just wring their neck sometimes. Like, I get that, you know, it's cool because Dogmeat has different reactions to things. He'll bark if there's enemies nearby or something, or if he wants my attention because something cool is nearby or whatever. But, like, dude, do you really have to pant all the time? Alright, what's my inventory? Probably don't need all this stuff. But we'll take it with us anyway. What the heck. I don't think this guy is going to have the clothing that we need, but let's check. Alright, there's merchant's jacket, craftsman's jacket, cabin boy's jacket. Yeah, it doesn't look like they've got servant's clothes, unless this is what he's talking about. I don't want to waste the money on it yet. Yeah, I've got good pistol. I don't need all this garbage. Alright, let's go see. Let's go into the city. See if we can find out what servant's clothes we're supposed to be wearing. Hey, Gentugo, welcome to the chat room. Oh, yeah, I know this looks exactly like the house we just left in New Serene, but It's not. Look, we open the door and it's different. We're in San Mateus now. That sunburst, that wrought iron sunburst tells us we're in San Mateus as we walk out the door. Nice, that's a good effect. Because you know immediately where you are when you walk out the door. That's cool. So where are we going? Search the Cardinal's apartments. Alright, there's a merchant straight ahead. Let's see if this merchant has the clothes that we need.
Are a blessing. Don't hesitate to have a rummage around.
Here we go. Old doublet, merchant's jacket, comfortable vest. Oh, worker's outfit. Alright, no, that's what we already had. Lumberjack outfit. Alright, so maybe this is what we're supposed to be wearing. Comfortable vests. I don't know. I hate to buy it and have it not be the thing we need. You know what we can do? The Vices of Mother Cardinal. Let's look it up. Game guides. You will need 3 comfortable vests, which you buy from the nearest merchant. Alright, so this is what we need. Ooh, what was this? Oh no, it's not as good as what he had. Alright, comfortable vest. That he's gonna wear with his gauntlets and his helmet and everything.
Goodbye.
Nothing to see here.
May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Alright. Should I unequip my cloak? I'm gonna leave my cloak on. I mean, it's a dead giveaway, but... I don't think I can unequip it. Oh, I can remove. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's go. Good enough. I hope. This is going to be kind of similar to when we were doing the quests for Vasco earlier in the game. We had to disguise ourselves as Nauts. Oop. And we were able to walk around in the Naut warehouses and stuff. And nobody stopped us, and nobody attacked us. We'll just walk. We're cool. We're cool. we'll just go upstairs. You totally don't recognize me. I was just in here the other day with this mark on my face. This very distinguishing mark on my face. Where do we need to go? Go up. Upper floor, search the Cardinal's apartments. Alright, I guess we gotta go straight ahead.
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you.
Oh, dang it.
I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware,
I'm in disguise.
we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Is that so?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where St. Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us, all the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our founder.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen, probably by the islanders who still reject our influence. I know that you are generally well accepted by the natives. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try to retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
And she totally doesn't even worry that we're dressed like servants, huh? And that we're just gonna walk over here and walk right into her private chambers. Alright, well that was a bit lame. We're like, let's sneak into the palace and dress as servants. And she's like, hey, I recognize you. I'm not even going to comment on your servant's attire. Carry on. Oh yeah, we were up here before. We totally wandered around in here before. Nobody stopped us. I mean, I came up in here with my full outfit on and everything. Nobody said a word. Yeah, we came into this room. It was a mess. Note from a servant. Your Eminence, we have reorganized the basement room as you ordered. The damage caused by your Excellence's guests was substantial, and we regretfully had to replace the carpets, which had been heavily stained. I hope you will find the new carpets to your taste. I made sure the key to the room was on your desk as usual. Find out what is hidden under the palace in San Matthias. Oh, dang. I had said, you know, maybe she's going to be like Queen Catherine or something. Isn't that the queen in Russia who was like crazy into sex parties or something? Alright, so where do I gotta go? Lower floor. Find out what is hidden under the palace of San Matthias. Yeah, this is just a storage room. But there's a grate here. I wonder why there's a grate here. Alright. And everyone totally recognizes me, so it's like, what's the point of me even having a costume on? Yeah, look, she's got this, like, serious bordello boudoir going on in here. It's It's gonna be wild, isn't it? And she's got clothes everywhere. This looks like men's clothes, not her clothes. I'm just saying. Alright, so we had to go out and hang a left. Don't mind us. Just running around your palace. Barbarian King says, great outfit, totally worked. Right. Upper floor. Find out what is hidden under the palace in San Mateus. Okay, so how do we get into the palace? Under the palace. Over here, maybe? What's this? Are we going the right way? Okay, over here. Ah, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this place.
Ah, well. This is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
Oh, is it an opium den?
We should search this place.
Is she a drug addict?
Oh, for goodness sake. This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
You sound like you know her personally. You know what I'm saying? Because like earlier he was all like, she's a very gifted and formidable woman. Yeah, it sounds like maybe he spent a little time with Cornelia, you know what I'm saying?
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesans.
We are here at the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Thélème, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These parties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should continue searching. Perhaps we missed something.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I saw something else glowing in here when we walked in. What's back here? Anything? Nope, just a wall hanging. Ooh.
I don't have the key.
Oh, dang. And I don't have lockpicking 3. So where's the key? And they've got some excellent stuff. Excellent stuff set up back here with these X's. What in the hell? And what is hanging up over them? I thought they were somebody's breeches. Oh, they are. Their clothing. It's crazy. Huh. Oh, and bloomers. All kinds of undergarments hanging around. Laying around. Wow. Okay. Now, I could have sworn when we walked in there were like 3 glowing spots in the room. But I grabbed the earring and I checked the alcohol. And I'm not seeing another glowing spot in here. So where do we find the key? I guess we didn't search the rooms well enough. Upstairs, maybe? Let's look around. Yeah, Kurt is totally a servant with that massive hammer on his back. Oh, nothing to see here. Hello? Don't mind me. Hello? What's this? Anything? Nope. Yeah, there's still a quest marker pointing upwards, so there must be some part of the room that we didn't search. Upstairs, we missed some keys or something. Yeah, this is saying upper floor. Alright. We must have missed the key up on the upper floor. I thought I had already searched around this upper floor when I was in here before. But maybe not. Maybe the key wasn't available for me to pick up because I didn't have the quest yet or something. I don't know. Oh, this looks just like the same room that my tutor lives in. Monsieur Corsillon, or whatever his name is. He's got the high five skeleton. I don't see any keys in here. Hello? Is there a key in here? Oh, there's a ship model. That's cool. Nothing to see here. They're just gonna stand there with their back to me. Oh, this is a nice room. Ooh. Oh, laundry room back here. A washroom. It's nice. Tiled and everything. Marble tile. So where the heck do we need to go? Oh, we're back in here again. I thought we'd already looked all around in here. I'm at a total loss. Was the key not on her dresser? Barbarian King says. Let's go look. On her dresser. Over here? No, over here we picked up a letter. There was a glowing thing here and it was a letter. But we didn't get a key. Because I tried when we were down there and it said I didn't have the key. It says, I thought that is what the note said when you read it. Oh, that the key... Oh, right. Let's look at the note. Good catch. We should be able to look at the notes. Here we go. Note from a servant. The key to the room was on your desk. As usual. Okay, it's on her desk. Where's the desk? I guess it's not in here. See, usually when there's a quest item, it'll be glowing. So we came in here. Oops, sorry. I'm assuming this is her desk, but I don't see... I don't see a key. Maybe this isn't her desk. Still falling. It says opium den, drug addict. Let's not get hung up on labels. I don't judge. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, it is what it is. Whatever. I'm not saying it's bad or good. Like Petra said, it's rather common in some circles. Yeah, she's doing her thing. But the thing is like, I don't really... Well, I was going to say, I don't really have it out for her per se, but I don't like this faction. This faction is currently... I don't think that the leader of this faction... There's a person within this faction who is part of the Inquisition who is murdering natives and or forcibly making them convert to their religion. And I think I would have a hard time believing that it goes on without her knowledge or consent. But, you know, she may be doing this kind of thing where it's like, oh, I put him in charge of the church. I didn't realize he was doing such horrible methods. I don't know. I don't know how far that she is aware of what this guy is doing. And so, you know, I don't like this faction and I want them to stop doing that. But the whole point of this game is diplomacy. So what I'm trying to do here is sneak in and get some kind of dirt on her. It's not like I really care one way or the other what she does. But for diplomacy's sake, you know, for bribery's sake or leverage sake or whatever, yeah, it's what it is. I gotta have leverage on her so that she can't... so we have some way to manipulate her diplomatically. Or, you know, politically or whatever. So, you know, that's what we're here to look for. not judging. You know, we're not trying to like bring her to justice or make her stop doing it. We're just trying to find some dirt on her so that we can have some leverage and make her stop what she's doing with the natives. Let's see here. Alright, so we got the disguises, which seemed kind of silly and pointless because they recognized me anyway. We got in here. Search the women's apartments. Go down to the basement. Okay. I'm looking at a walkthrough here. This walkthrough isn't saying anything about finding a key. So that's kind of a useless walkthrough, isn't it? Let's try another walkthrough. This is weird. Maybe it's kind of a glitched quest because I'm looking at another walkthrough and it doesn't say anything about finding a key. It just says to take the earring to the brothel. But I don't think we have a quest marker to take it to the brothel. I'm not sure which brothel to take it to. Alright, well let's get out of here and see if we can find the brothel where this earring belongs. Unless... hang on. There's another door on the other side over here. Is this a door we can go into? Oh, it is. Maybe this is the desk. Yeah, see, this should be her desk. I don't see it. Oh, over here. What's over here? Key to the secret room. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We got it. We got it. Nope, sorry. Pop in. Nope, wrong way. This way. Huh, that's weird. I looked at 2 different walkthroughs and they didn't mention anything about where the desk was located or that we had to get a key. It just says go to the brothel. Weird. It says find the earring and go to the brothel. Apparently, if we're not dressed like servants, we'll get stopped by this maid and she won't let us through. So that's why we have to dress like servants.
Locked.
Oh, use key. Use the key. Here we go. Okay. Just looks like a little private dining room. Pick up. Mother Cardinal Cornelia's account book. This account book lists many loans made from a moneylender called the Magpie. For every expense, there is a corresponding money input which completely cancels it. The sums are astronomical. However, there is no mention of where this money comes from. There are also many recurring payments to a certain candy cane. That's odd. I didn't think candy canes were invented until the Victorian era, but this is not trying to be historically accurate, so...
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. Quite suspicious, don't you think?
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I think we have everything we need. There is probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the Coin Tavern. Perhaps the manager knows him.
Okay, just as a little historic aside, I'm looking up on the internets here, and if the internets are correct, it says that the legend has it candy canes date back to 1670, when the choir master at the Cologne Cathedral in Germany handed out sugar sticks to his young singers to keep them quiet during ceremonies. In honor of the religious occasion, he bent the candies into shepherd's crooks. According to the book, True treats historic candy. The candy cane most likely took shape in the 17th century when pulled sugar was all the rage. Yeah, I've been watching, strangely enough, I've been watching some videos lately about pulled sugar candy. It's really cool. If you look up like, well, they're Korean street food videos, but they do pulled sugar candy. If you look up, just look up Korean street food candy maker or something like that, and you watch the process of how they make candy, like candy canes and little candy buttons and things from sugar. It is such a trip. It is such a trip. But anyway, enough about my the strange things I watch on YouTube. Let's get back to this. Okay, so I was wrong. It was not Victorian era. It was actually 17th century, which is what this game is based on. So, a little bit of historic accuracy there, maybe. All right, we're out of here. I think we can put our regular clothes back on. Let's get dressed. Here we go. Put this on. Bam. And put my cape back on. Oh, that's Kurt's. Here you go, Kurt. You can get dressed. Can I watch? Oh, dear me. I'm so awful. I'm terrible, terrible, terrible person. Okay. I think we're back in the right duds. Yep, looks like. With a swoosh of my cape, we are out of here. Still falling, says shutting down the Inquisition. It's like keeping nukes out of the hands of super mutants. So yeah, go with that. Right. Yeah. Well, I guess if we have to check all the brothels, guess we'll just have to. Yeah. Oh, darn. It's like that. Did you guys ever watch the show Firefly? There was that one episode where they were asked to assist a brothel, but the crew didn't know it was a brothel. And Mal came out, the captain came out and was like, oh, there's some people who need our help. And Jane says, I don't know why we should be helping them. And Mal says, they're whores. And then he says, I'm in. Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Here we go. San Mateus. Where's the map? Alright. The Coin Tavern, we can question the prostitutes. Coin Guard Barracks, question the prostitutes. Alright, I guess there's two entrances. Where's the fastest way down? Go down, hang a right. Okay. Let's go. Is there a blacksmith in this place? Might want to get something, a little bit better armor for Petrus. I don't know. We'll go past my house and we'll stow the disguises. Oh, hello? Someone left a package for me? There's an Amazon package on my porch here. With a haze potion. Thank you. There we go. Oh, right, and we have these old serene gloves. Who could wear these instead of me? Does he want the old serene gloves? Nah, it doesn't really add much to him. I think he's the one that we took him off of. What about you? Vasco. Well, he'd get a lot of armor off of it. A little poison resistance. Much better quality. What the heck? If he can wear them, why don't we give them to him? Sure, why not? Oh, I think I just stored them in the chest. Dang it. I gotta do this from a different menu. Here we go. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we have this thing, but I don't think Kurt can use it. Oh, no, he has a strength of 2 now, does he? But it doesn't do as much damage as what he's got. I mean, I could probably fix it up. It's got a couple of slots for upgrades. But I think what he's got's already pretty cool, so Yeah. Alright, let's store this. Alright. Come on, gentlemen. It's off to the brothels. Just making sure I'm going the right direction. Yep. There's a chest for me to loot. Follow the smell of perfume, boys. Okay, looks like we're supposed to talk to this guy over here.
Can I get you anything?
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
Mother Cardinal, interrogate him on his big clients, find out about Candy Cane. Yeah, let's find out about Candy Cane.
What can you tell me about a certain Candy Cane?
Candy Cane? Everyone speaks about him, or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about him.
I'm starting to figure out why they call him Candy Cane, if you know what I mean. Alright, sure.
Do you think that the Mother Cardinal may have been here?
Are you drunk or something?
You sometimes deliver goods to your big clients. Isn't that right?
Of course. The rich don't like to get drunk among mere mortals.
And have you ever supplied anyone from the palace?
Yes, that has happened. It suits them.
And who places these orders?
Well, a steward, of course. Don't you know how things work?
A woman? Dressed in a long green cloak?
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other hand, the person in the big green coat, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know each other or work together.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Okay. Oh, he's still got an exclamation point over his head, though. It seems like he knows something. Alright, so how do we find the ladies in the brothel? Coin Guard Barracks. I think we gotta go downstairs. Yeah, this guy.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
No, we're here to ask about Candy Cane.
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. Even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel have disappeared.
Do you know where I could find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information.
Oh, so I can get into the arena from here, too.
Has the Mother Cardinal ever come here to place bets?
The Mother Cardinal? And why not Saint Matthias himself while you're at it?
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. You never heard of them? Quite a few come here and bet fortunes.
And do they win?
A few do. Others have less luck. But they do get the thrill either way, you see. And that's all that counts.
What is this arena?
It's a place of great pomp and entertainment, where all manner of fights take place. Men, women, savage beasts, island monsters. People are coming from everywhere on the island to participate. Or to bet.
I wonder if that's why there's great sums of money going in and out. The Mother Cardinal is gambling it? I don't know.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Okay. So now what? Where are we at with this? Question the prostitutes. How do we find the prostitutes? They're over here.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice.
It's
you
free.
Won't be disappointed. Of that I can assure you. Come on.
Why is it free?
So, have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My treasures are worth their price. I promise you that you will get your money's worth. For you, I'm sure we can make a special arrangement.
Okay. Intuition. Let Petrus intervene or pay the money. I ain't paying this guy any of my money. Let Petrus rough him up.
Father, do you want to explain to this man why we are here?
Of course. We are not here for your services, but to lead an investigation. Several clients of yours have made a complaint. Precious objects disappearing after your employees' visits.
People in very high places are concerned, which explains why we've been asked to take care of it.
This cannot be. Well, listen. Come in, but please be discreet.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Nice. So because I had an intuition skill here, let's take a look. I'm sorry, a talent. Intuition falls under talents, and if you have intuition unlocked, you will get extra dialogue options. So if you are really into the story and the intricacies and finding alternate ways to do things, it's important to have this intuition unlocked. Hey Storm, I see you in the chat room. Still Falling says, I love Firefly and Serenity. Right on. Oh, Conscious Morpheus. Hello, welcome to the chat room. Says, Jewel, you should do a Fallout New Vegas playthrough, like me. Haven't played since, like, 2010. Yeah. I think that's about when I played back in, I want to say, like, 2013, 2014, something like that. I played Fallout New Vegas. It's been a little while for me, too. But right now I'm working my way through Fallout 3, because I never played Fallout 3 before. It's my first time ever playing Fallout 3. But I stream that over on Twitch and upload highlight videos to my YouTube channel. Just uploaded one today, episode 50 of my Fallout 3 playthrough. So, yeah, but I might do that. After I finish Fallout 3, I was thinking about going back and replaying Fallout New Vegas again. Okay, Still Falling suspects that they're fixing the fights. Profitable, but often leads to sudden violent death. Well, what we're trying to get to the bottom of is how that mother lady, Mother Cordelia, whatever her name is, Cornelia, how she's involved in all of this. Because, you know, that's our whole objective here, is trying to get dirt on her. So, I don't know how she's wrapped up in it. But let's talk to these folks and find out.
Look, a new face. Oh, but wouldn't that be... Hello, Father.
Oh, hello.
We would like to know if you know who this
Do they know each other?
belongs to. Is it maybe yours?
Petrus.
Absolutely not. I am careful not to leave my belongings with clients, and I have no desire to answer your questions. That doesn't fall within my services.
Very well. Goodbye.
Yeah, keeping your mouth shut is important in a brothel. I would expect to pay them for their information. I mean, come on.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we are here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine. I lost it when... How did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me.
Oh,
well, what
okay.
do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
Ask about the partygoers, find out about the organizer, suggest the president. All right, we'll work up to that. Let's start
Could
here.
you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me, but I don't know them.
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name?
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Do you think that an important person from Thélème could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we are a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony.
All right, I have a 100% chance of learning more about her and speaking about I'm going to go with the 100%. Let's go with the sure thing.
You must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to recognize someone, once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my clients.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore. Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so his name makes the rounds.
Have you ever spotted him at these pleasure parties?
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
This woman in the green coat, could you tell me about her?
She always hides her face and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important, then. Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Totally. Discretion should be a valuable part of being in a brothel. Storm saying, my Fallout 3 won't play for some reason. Yeah, it's not easy to get it to play. I couldn't get it to play on my computer either. My daughter had to set it up for me. I'm not sure exactly what she did, but it involved changing certain settings on my computer, and also I have to play it in windowed mode, which is why like a little bit of the bottom and the top is cut off in the edited videos. And also she said she downloaded some mods that helped make it run better, because I have a Windows 10 laptop, so you know I'm running it on a brand new, I just bought it last year. But yeah, I tried running Fallout 3 without her help, and it wouldn't run at all. And then she came in and worked her magic. She's a computer person. she's studying computer programming in college and stuff right now. So you know, she came in and did whatever it was that she did, and then now it runs. It does crash, not a lot, but frequently. So, you know, there is that too. But I don't know exactly what she did. If you're interested, I can find out for you and let you know at some point. Drop me a line somewhere online somehow, and I'll see if I can get you the information of what she did. But yeah, and if anybody ever wants to contact me about anything like that, I'm pretty, you know, available. I'm on Twitter, Patreon, Twitch, YouTube. I'm all over the place. If you go to patreon.com/JewelSmith, you'll find links to other things I do on the internet and whatnot. And, you know, if you ever want to message me, I think my email and stuff like that can be found over there somewhere. Good night, Barbarian King. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good evening. Yeah, exactly. Gentigo's thing. That's why I wish they would do remakes. Yeah, I wish they would remaster Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. It would be nice, wouldn't it? But, you know, I think, I mean, they've done Skyrim for so many different... They remastered Skyrim, so, I mean, they have done a remaster of at least one Bethesda game. I don't know why they wouldn't do others, especially Fallout 3. Or at least New Vegas, because New Vegas was available on PS3, like Skyrim. You think if they remastered Skyrim, they'd remaster New Vegas. But, yeah, no, I'm so far so good, knock on wood. Fallout 3 has been okay for me so far. Oh, Gentigo says Nexus Mods has instructions and mods for Fallout 3. Okay, that's probably what she used then, because she said she downloaded some mods that made it more stable. Conscious Morpheus says, Jewel, are you getting a PS5? Probably, eventually. I'm not in a big rush. I know they're hard to get right now. I'm not going to buy one from a scalper. Screw that. But, you know, I'm not in a rush. I don't think there's anything else I want to play on it. I'm busy playing GreedFall and Fallout 3 and other stuff. Eventually, when God of War comes out, I don't know exactly when God of War is coming. I haven't heard anything other than 2021, but, you know, it could be November or December for all I know, or they push it back to next year. I don't know. But when God of War Ragnarok comes out, I want to play that on a PS5. I don't want to try to play it on, even if it is available for PS4, I don't want to try to play it on a PS4. I want to play it on the fully optimized, you know, faster, better system to get the most out of it. I don't want to go through the whole Cyberpunk 2077 fiasco of trying to play a game meant for the PS5, but playing it on a PS4 and having it be all screwed up. So, yeah, that's probably when I'll get a PS5 eventually. That's when Ragnarok comes out. But, yeah, it probably won't be for a while yet. Are you getting one? Do you have one? Alright, where are we at with this? Coin area. Question the bookie. Question the innkeeper. Alright, we're back to question the innkeeper, huh? I thought we already did that. Alright, well, let's go out. Well, they really look like they're having a good time, don't they? Oh, just standing around. Couldn't even have a little music down here. I mean, even in here, they're laughing and drinking and stuff. This sounds like more fun than the silent brothel room. Alright.
Can I get you anything? Look who it is. I feel that once again you're not here to support my business.
I am looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
Yes, I have seen this coat before, but I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
You couldn't have told me this before?
I will leave you to your work.
Because the previous conversation he mentioned a steward that places orders and whatnot. That was a little bit awkward. Alright, so now we gotta question the bookie. Alright, this guy again.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
But the woman in the green cape.
I am looking for someone. A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in, especially for the big fights, and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
Okay.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Okay. So now what? Any ideas, Petrus? Question the moneylender, the Magpie in San Mateus. Alright. I guess we gotta go back outside for that. Come on, Petrus. Let's go find the Magpie. And where are they gonna be? Oh, looks like they're way down this alley. Looks like I can go straight ahead and then hang a left down the alley. Alright. Let's go this way. And we'll loot all the chests along the way. Yep. Straight ahead this way. Ooh, that one had resuscitation powder in it. That's cool. Little mini lighthouse there. Oh, this doesn't look good. These guys look kind of sinister. I wonder if they'll attack us as soon as we approach. Yeah, they definitely look. Especially this guy. We've fought a few of him. That's a bandit. That's a henchman. It's a magpie.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get
You'd
straight
be
to the
surprised,
point.
dude.
I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? But what are you talking about?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough. All right, I get the message. What do you want?
Well, I am interested in Candy Cane, but I think the real purpose that we're here, you know, the real errand we're on is to find out some dirt on Mother Cardinal, so let's start there.
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time, and with interest.
Do you think she is plundering the city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I just know his name, like everyone else. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the basement of the Coin Tavern.
What kind of business?
Oh,
yeah, we've already
been
been there.
Line of business. He deals in arena fights, which are beyond me.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he is just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Find and question Candy Cane. All right. Whereabouts is Candy Cane? Back in the Coin Tavern? Oh no, this is the Coin Tavern here. Alright, so Candy Cane is like around the corner from the Coin Tavern? How are we gonna get in there? Looks like I've already been in there at some point. Alright, go through the courtyard here, past the tree. All right. This is the big tree. Down this alley, maybe? Barrack Street. Alright, looks like we're really close. No? How do we get in there? Oh dang. I hear the drum beat music. I think we're about to get attacked. Hello?
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on. It was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Isn't she gonna find out we've been asking around about her, though? Wouldn't it get back to her that folks have been asking questions? Alright, and I don't know, if it's just me or did Candy Cane sound like he had the same voice actor as Kurt? And the same face as, like, Wilhelm and several other people we've met in the game. Yep, Still Falling says, is Mother Cardinal the woman in green, do you think? Yeah, I think that's what they're saying here. That she dresses up like a commoner and goes out and places bets. But she's having somebody fix the fights so that she doesn't lose. These guys are just going to let me loot their crate, huh? Can I get in here? But I'm not sure how in the world that, you know, betting on fights is worse than... How is gambling somehow worse than prostitution? I guess that she's gambling with city funds or something? Or that she's fixing the fights? Oh. The drums. The drums are coming from over here. Oh shit.
To my help and death to the others. Move away.
I guess we just ran into some random bandits. I thought the fight music was starting because we were approaching Candy Cane. But it's because there were bandits hiding in the alleys here. Alright, that's cool. Ooh. I'll take that. Ooh. Kurt, you're sparkling. Does that mean I can loot you? Alright, so now what? He said, give me some time to think about things. I guess we're done with this quest? Yeah? Can I go talk to him? Hey, Petrus.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
Nope, I guess we don't have a conversation.
I will see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Are we not done with this quest? Talk to Father Justinius. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, this has got nothing on my on my old dueling pistol. Let's see, where are we though? Oh, we're way up here, okay. Let's go off to my left, this way. Oh, jeez.
To my health.
What the heck? Guess it's not a good idea to be wandering around the city alleys at night. But we're fine. And this dude just sitting there in the corner, he's like, I didn't see anything. And he looks like he's had too much to drink. You alright there, buddy? Uh-huh. His wife threw him out. I can tell. Gee whiz. Anybody else? Let's see. No, I want to go this way-ish. Here we go. I think this is my place here. You really don't need alchemy in this game. You find so many damn potions everywhere. I think I can... Hang on a second. Look, I've got this thing... Yes. Here it is. No, here it is. Where is it? Memory crystal, I think. Resets all your skill points so you can allocate them again. Okay, that just applies to skill points then. So if you want to completely change your build in the middle of the game, apparently you can do that. I was just curious if I could change... Those are my skills. I don't necessarily want to change those. But I might have wanted to change my talents. course, I took alchemy so I could make ammo. But, I don't know. I kind of wish that I had intuition instead, or lockpicking or craftsmanship or something. I don't know. It's fine. We'll just stick with it. Let's go find the merchant, though. We've picked up a lot of crap. Let's go sell all this crap to the merchant. Look, there's another glowing chest. Yeah, I find so much ammo and so many potions and things. I really didn't need alchemy. If you're gonna loot a lot in this game, you probably don't need alchemy.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products are a blessing.
All right,
don't hesitate to have a rummage around.
Don't want them. You can have them. Really? Is that all we got? I guess so. Alright, we had the regulation pistol. Let's sell him that. I'm not using magic, so this doesn't really seem to be of much use to me. But I'll hang on to it, I guess.
Goodbye.
What the heck?
May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Okay, great. Thank you, dude. Alright. Trouble in Eden. We must talk to Father Eustinius. And where would he be? Oh. Go to the village indicated by Petrus. Aight. Let's head out there. This might be an area I haven't been in before. We can fast travel from my house? So let's go from San Mateus. Oh, we're gonna go back out here to Teardaub, the Blacklands. I think we have been there before. Okay, but do I want to continue taking Kurt with me, or do I want to take Siora? We'll stick with Kurt, I guess. It's working out well so far. Let me check in with the chat room. Hey, Sonic Bro, Patrick. How you doing? And you got a Coca-Cola coffee. Oh my gosh. Sounds like you're just having a junk food night. Alright, I think this is new. Yeah, this is all new. A whole new mini-map. The island itself is divided up into mini-maps. Each of these little markers is a region that has its own mini-map. And this is a new one. Alright. go check it out. Like we can see the big mountain is closer to us. Oh shit.
Protect me in this battle. To my help.
What the hell is that?
To the others. Move away. Things are about to get done.
Alright, tactical pause. Let's try throwing an elemental bomb. We haven't done that yet.
I see. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Alright. I didn't really see if tossing that bomb, lobbing that little alchemical grenade did much damage. But hey, we survived the attack. They kind of came out of nowhere, didn't they? Well, I mean, I guess they were up here, but I didn't think I was close enough to trigger them. Just walking along and suddenly, rawr. When we see smoke like this, it means it's a campsite. Let's go unlock it. Shazam! Now we have a fast travel point, and I have access to my inventory chest, and I can swap out members of my party if I want to. I can sleep if I need to rest. Yeah, sure, why not? Get my health back, and use a workbench if I need to. Oh, there's a notice board here. Those are missions. Optional little things we can do for XP. Or I'm assuming it's XP or a little bit of money or something. It doesn't really tell me what I get out of it when I finish them. Chief Lur's abode, huh? Who's Chief Lur? It's out here. Okay. Let's go see who's Chief Lur. I know. In this game, it seems like there's really no point in exploring things because if you don't have a quest, they just won't really have anything to say to you. It looks like I can't get through here. I mean, I don't see a... Oh, I see. There's the wall there. Okay. We gotta go inside the encampment. Alright, fair enough.
An astounding place.
It is the village of Eden the Cardinal Mother told you about. The place where natives and priests live together. I must admit that I'm curious to see it.
All that's left to do is find Father Justinius.
Why is it astounding? I mean, it looks exactly like every other little village we've walked into, and it's certainly not as impressive as the cities we've seen. Why is it astounding, Desarde? Is it astounding because the native people live side by side with the Teleme?
Yori, I have never seen a Renaikse on Olmanawi.
Okay. Vendaval. I guess you have a name, so maybe we'll talk to you later. That person looks like they have a marker over their head to talk to them. Well, a couple people down here do. What's going on down here? Who are you? Hello?
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
Okay. Are you Sister Eugenia?
I'm sorry. I don't have time to talk.
I'm sorry. I don't have a quest with you yet. Okay. I get you. I get you. I know. I have to keep fighting the urge to want to explore. It's like Horizon Zero Dawn that way. Like, it's this big open world, but there's really no point in exploring it until you have the quests that take you there. Hello? Let me walk into your cutscene.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Desarde, I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia.
I was just talking to her and she didn't want to talk to me.
Discovered them, and we're also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
Well, your certainty does not inspire confidence, dude. Oh, Patrick. Yeah, I haven't seen Sulfur here tonight. Up, gotta go. Say Patrick saying, gonna go. Sonic Bro saying, gonna go. See you later, Jill Smith. Okay, thanks for stopping in. Storm is saying maybe you will find more weapons you haven't got yet. Unique ones. Are we talking about GreedFall? Yeah, I don't know. I think that the legendary weapons, the very unique, powerful weapons, like that Hammer of the Gods thing that I had, or whatever it was called. I've got a couple of extremely powerful, unique items, which I'm not able to use because of my stats, but I get those from completing quests. I don't get them from actually, like, looking around and looting anything. It seems like, looting stuff or, you know, searching, like exploration isn't really rewarded that way. You tend to find better equipment by either buying it, making it, or occasionally you will loot it off of someone that you have to, like, fight during the course of a quest or something. It's not quite like Skyrim or Fallout that way. It's not the kind of world where you can just explore at will and run into people and do quests out of order and stuff like that. I mean, it definitely follows a particular series of events. So, you know, at the beginning, when I first started playing this game, I was doing a lot of running around and exploring every little nook and cranny of every map. and not really finding much. I mean, yeah, there's a few beasts to fight. You can find a few pieces of gold here and there, but you know, that's really about it. So I figured out after a while that even though I love exploration and I love the lure of, you know, an open world, it's kind of like there's no point to it in this game until you have the quests for that area.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Uh-huh.
I wonder what really happened when the missionaries came to settle here.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
Yeah. Let's go back now that we have the quest and talk to Eugenia. Oh, who's that? Somebody else has a dialogue box.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas. I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
People had to leave the village?
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to. But I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine that someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken a task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Alright, now we get to go talk to Brother Virgil.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village has been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of Saint Matthias. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Well, yeah, can you blame them?
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away.
Sure.
The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful. Thank you. I will let you work.
Alright. Now we can go talk to Virgil.
Greetings. Desade. I'm handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
Oh, Storm says, I wasn't sure they do that in GreedFall or not. It was a thought. Yeah, I mean, it was my thought too initially. I thought, oh, if I run around and explore, I'll find all kinds of stuff. But yeah, nah. You basically just find little bits and pieces. You know, they don't have any powerful weapons and armor and things like that that are hidden around. Which, that's why, like I was saying earlier, it kind of reminds me of Horizon Zero Dawn that way. Because I don't know if you ever played Horizon Zero Dawn or watched my playthrough of it, but it's a big, beautiful, open world, except that there's not really much to do in it. Like, I mean, it's there as the backdrop for the quests that you have to do in it, and there are side quests and main quests and all of that, but the exploration is really kind of pointless. If you try to go places where you don't have quests, there's not really anything for you to find. There's not a lot to interact with, and there's not a lot to find in the big open world. And that's kind of how GreedFall is. I mean, they do have a lot of little chests hidden here and there and nooks and crannies of landscape. But, you know, every chest is going to have, like, 2 pieces of gold and an old pair of gloves in it or something like that. Like, I have yet to find anything really spectacular by exploring anything outside of the quest lines.
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning.
Ooh, it's a locked door mystery.
And the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Proof of what exactly?
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified.
No,
to keep
dude.
rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things.
Yeah, no, so he thinks because they found some tablets that it justifies what they're doing to the natives? No, I don't think so. Because, like, if Saint Matthias actually did live on this island, why wouldn't the natives already be converted? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, if Saint Matthias was already here and already, you know, and Saint Matthias is the one that they worship now, I mean, wouldn't the presence of the actual Saint Matthias on the island have been enough to convert the natives? And if it's not, then maybe Saint Matthias wasn't trying to convert the natives. It's like they're taking, it's so twisted. It's just so twisted what they're trying to do.
Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things.
You're an asshole,
We arrived
dude.
straight from
Can
Toledo,
tell.
hoping to study some new texts.
Maybe he hid the
But
tablets.
once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
I think this island's fine the way it is, dude. Ask him about his relations with the natives. Ask him about his mission with the natives. Ooh, I have an intuition dialogue option.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Ptolemy, since the god of light offered it to our founder.
If your superior's Domitius, you are a member of the Ordo Luminis. I did not expect to find one of its members side by side with the missionaries. They usually do not get along.
The Order goes everywhere the light needs to be revealed.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved
Doesn't he notice my mark? I have the mark on my face too.
I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course.
All right, I have exhausted all of your dialogue options. I will leave you to your work. She just said the exact same thing I said. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't like all of this. Now, very early in the game, way back in the beginning, when I hadn't left the mainland yet, there was a quest that I had to do where I was asked by a member of the Ptolemy, this religious group here, to go and find some heretics who had escaped that they wanted to burn at the stake. And I found the heretics, but it turns out they were just scholars who had uncovered some information that, some documents or something that had information that went against the teachings of Ptolemy, of this, I don't know, the teachings of the Ordo Luminis or the teachings of this religion, whatever it is. And so that's why they were branded heretics. But they're like, hey, look, we're not heretics. We're not here to, like, you know, we're just showing you, like, what we found in these documents. This is actual information. It just contradicts, like, what the leaders want everyone to believe. And so the leadership was trying to squelch this contradictory information. So I am highly suspect. I don't trust anything that any of these folks say to me. Because, you know, like this guy, he could have hidden the tablets himself because there was some information in the tablets that contradicted what he wants his religious followers to believe. So, you know, maybe he hid them himself. And what is this? Learn about the story of Eden. Learn about the story of Eden. What about searching where the tablets were kept? Isn't that... Investigate the theft of the tablets, yeah. Alright, maybe we gotta go over here and look around. Who's this person?
If you are saying that these tablets bear writings from the very hand of our holy founder, then we must find them. Without them, all our research to trace the life of Saint Matthias on this island is doomed to failure. If these savages have stolen them, we will have to take them back, by force, if necessary.
Oh, okay, dude. Well, that was a lot of information. Let's see what's in here. Hello?
There's only one entrance, and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Can't believe it. This brother Virgil was unforgivably neglectful. Idiot must have fallen asleep, and then our thieves only had to take the keys from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened, but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
It has to be someone in the village. If we find them,
or
there's
he's
a
in on
chance
it.
We can retrieve the relics.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village. Family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who's close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Okay. Let's look around a little bit more in here while we're here. Just curious. a knocked over ladder. Alright, I guess we have extracted all information we could get over here. Brother Casparus. Have we talked to Brother Casparus? I don't think we have. We talked to Eugenia, we talked to Virgil. Who's this dude?
Just to think, I devoted my life to the study of sacred texts. All that to end up in this hole.
Oh, okay. Alright, I think we've done all we can do here. Alright, well before we launch into any more stories about Eden, that's what it says there, learn about the story of Eden and pursue the investigation any further, I think it's time for me to say good night. It's getting late. I gotta go eat dinner. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed it. This story, it's so complicated. I'm enjoying it, though. I am enjoying it. And I hope you're enjoying it, too. And I want to find out what's going on. It's cool that the story is intriguing enough that it's like I really want to keep playing. I want to keep playing to find out what happens next and what's gonna, what's the story all about and how's this all gonna play out. It's definitely piqued my interest, captured my interest, and I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Good night. It's still falling. It's good to see you in real time. I know you watch my Fallout 3 videos and leave comments. Weren't you just talking to me the other day about the pit? I don't know if you saw my reply, but yeah, it sounds like it is about time for me to go and do some DLC. I was waiting until I leveled up a little bit, but it looks like I can do the Anchorage, Operation Anchorage, and maybe the pit, and also maybe the Mother Zeta alien ship one. Now that I think my character's up around level 13 or 14 or something in Fallout 3, so it may be time to go start doing some DLC. That'll be fun. I can't wait, but I think I want to wrap up this game first. I want to wrap up GreedFall before I get back into Fallout 3. There'll be some more Fallout 3 videos. I still have 3 or 4 live streams to edit up into highlight videos. And maybe by then, maybe by the time I'm done editing all of my Fallout 3, I'll be done with GreedFall. And then I can go back to Fallout 3. But that'll be streamed over on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/JewelSmith. If anyone wants to follow me over there and watch me play Fallout 3 in about a week or 2 or 3 or however long it takes me to get back to that. But for now, I'll keep on playing GreedFall. Take care of yourselves until next time.